Okay, let's move on to the next vocabulary word from Chapter 6 of David Copperfield. Let me just bring it up here. Let's see. Get rid of acquaintance. And that word is fetch. Again, this is an intermediate level English vocabulary word. And this verb, to fetch, means you go somewhere, you get something, and then you bring it back to the original place. You return to the original place with this thing. Let's see how we can use that in a sentence. Here is a situation. Mike was about to give a presentation in the meeting room. So he was in the meeting room, but he forgot his laptop at his desk. So he told the audience, I will go and get my laptop and then return here. Okay, we can, instead of using all of these words, we can say fetch. So let's change it. I will fetch my laptop. And that means I will go to some other place, bring my laptop to this place where we are now. I will fetch my laptop. Okay, I will fetch my laptop. Let's make a what Mike said question. What did Mike say? What did he say? What did he say? What did he say? He said he will fetch his laptop. Now, when we're doing reported speech, we change will to would. So let's say he said he would. He said he would fetch. He said he would fetch his laptop. He said he would fetch his laptop. He said he'd fetch. He said he would. He said he'd. He said he'd fetch. He said he'd fetch his. He said he'd fetch his. He said he'd fetch his laptop. He said he'd fetch his laptop. Okay, let's try another example using fetch. Here's another situation. Mary was at work and she was very tired. She decided to go down to the cafe and get a large cup of coffee and then return to her workplace, to her workstation. Instead of saying all of this, let's just use fetch. She decided to fetch a large cup of coffee. That means she was going to go to a different place, get the coffee, and then return to the original place. She will fetch a cup of coffee. Now, let's make a what Mary told her colleagues question. What did Mary tell? What did she tell? What did she tell her colleagues? Tell her colleagues. What did she tell her colleagues? What did she tell her colleagues? Now let's make a reported speech answer. She told her colleagues that. She told her colleagues that she would. Remember, you have to change will to would in reported speech. She told her colleagues that she would fetch. She told her colleagues that she'd fetch. She told her colleagues that she'd fetch a cup of coffee. She told her colleagues that she'd fetch a cup of coffee. All right, let's move on to the next vocabulary word